box office. It was not that well remembered afterwards, though, because it really wasn't that good of a movie. In fact, it kind of sucked, to be honest. Some people liked it, but a lot of people didn't. In fact, a lot of people are very curious why they made a sequel to it in 2020. 2020, yeah, it was 2020. I was shocked too because I thought the first movie sucked, and I had no intention of seeing the second one. But since I had to, because I've been reviewing all the DreamWorks movies, which now I regret because there's so many, and a lot of times I don't have anything really to say about them. This is another one of those cases where I don't have a lot to say about it. But does the sequel, Croods: A New Age, is it better than the original? Well, the answer is yes, because the original sucked. This is a movie that's better left unexplained, just to watch it for the first time, because there's so much weird crap that happens. There's a lot of grug moments, if you will. Like, they plant a flag, and they eat copious amounts of food, like it's a Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, and they're eating that wax cup. I'll tell you how much I wanted to eat this cup as a kid. I don't know why this flower cup looks so good, even though it tastes like wax, apparently, which isn't good. But whatever. I can't believe they remade this in 2005. Yuck! And this came out when I was a kid, and even I didn't like it. I liked the original better, even as a child. And this is supposed to be for me. But wait, why am I talking about Willy Wonka all of a sudden? This is a fucking Croods review. That's how little I have to say about this movie, is I'm talking about other movies. You ever seen the movie The Founder? It's a really good movie. It stars Michael Keane. It's about the Michael McDonald story. And wait, this is not The Croods. I don't like to talk about this movie. I got nothing to say. I want to review The Founder. It's a good movie. I enjoy myself watching this film. I find that, like I said, I have really nothing to say. And I know that's getting old, me saying I have nothing to say. But you know what? I grow old every day, and we grow old every day. It's something that people have to deal with, is that age is something we gotta deal with. Much like in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which is a movie I wish I was talking about, but I'm not. The Croods 2 is funnier, and it has better animation. And it has Peter Dinklage not playing a dwarf. But apparently being a dwarf is insulting in media, according to him, or whatever. I don't know what that was about. I don't even know. I don't know. The grandma can eat bamboo. And that's the end of the movie. There's some weird gay moments in the movie. So it's a very gay film. Grug cheats on his wife with this guy here, and they have lots of manly talk, and they love each other. It's very great stuff here. They push their sweaty bodies together, and yeah, it's kind of weird, the scene where they were going at each other. Like I thought it was a kids movie, but no, I can't show it. But trust me, there's a scene where Grug was shoving his big old cock inside his guy's ass, and it was kind of disturbing. One weird moment is when Arthur for Shrek 3rd comes out and says the only one that's standing in Grug's way is himself.
Then the only person standing in your way is you.
Also, the characters are now dressed up as bananas. They're getting sacrificed by monkeys who communicate through punching to a bigger monkey that wants to eat bananas. If that doesn't sound weird, then that's because it is. Like, how am I supposed to describe a movie where that's one of the plot points? Oh, and the dumb kid likes a window because it's like TV, I guess. It's as stupid as it sounds. Probably the worst part of the movie. I hate this character. I want to punch him in his fat fucking face. This movie starts out with people dying in tar, and it ends with getting eaten by bananas. If that makes any sense. So yeah, this movie is just a bunch of bananas. If that makes any sense. Is that even a joke that makes any sense? Ira Gamer made that joke once. Yeah, this is a very odd movie. It's hard to explain, and I'm not going to. I'd actually say watch it, but, you know, whatever. If you like Grug and Nicolas Cage playing a caveman, then you'll like it. Just fine. I don't know what to say. Yeah, this is the end of the review. I got nothing to say about this movie. Like, I was just sitting here for hours thinking what to say, and I was like, let's try writing stuff down. I got nothing to say about the movie. I would just be describing the plot, and there's not really much to say. Describing certain jokes, so I thought that was funny. The characters get better development here, but they're still not that interesting when it comes down to it. There's better animation. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's entertaining when you watch it, but it's not something you really can critique or talk about. But like the first movie. I'm just not really into caveman stuff, I guess. But yeah, that's Croods: New Age. 7 out of 10. Not bad. You'll have fun, but it's ultimately not worth it in the end for being made, if that makes any sense. I say that a lot. Does that make any sense? So the Croods: New Age isn't a bad movie. It's a C-tier movie. Maybe it's a B-tier, but honestly, didn't care a lot for the characters of the first movie. It's not like a Madagascar 2 situation where I feel like the second one improves on it, the first one a lot. It does improve on it quite a bit, but at the same time, I don't really have nostalgia for the Croods originally, and I never cared for any of the characters. At least in Madagascar, I liked some of the characters for like another lower tier movie. for an upgrade. And yeah, it's one of the reasons is that the Croods is a franchise I never cared for to begin with. Caveman stuff isn't really interesting to me at all. It's most of the time just about characters being dumb, and that's in general is not something I find funny. Just characters being dumb for the sake of being dumb. But yeah, the Croods really two isn't really like that, but there still has a lot of those moments. It's funny, but it has a lot of problems that are layovers of the first movie, having too many characters. So some of the characters have really nothing to do, and just feel like, what's the point? Like the son character, even the grandma, who has a little bit of role, still feels pointless, and especially the baby's entirely pointless. There's too many characters, and they basically had nothing to do with some of the characters because they had nothing to do with the first movie anyway. They sucked. And yeah, that's Croods 2 for you. Not much to say. Sorry if you like the Croods franchise, but I think the second one's fine, but it's ultimately a really hard movie to talk about, so I got nothing to say. For some reason, the tier list I uses this one monkey for the villain. See, the punch monkeys are the villains. They're punch monkeys. They're in the first movie, but they punch to communicate. There's some fun little gags with that, but not really worth showcasing. It's something you just watch the movie and find out. I feel like that's one of the things I gotta say. It's a movie that you pretty much just have to watch for yourself because it's not a movie that you can really be described and like you'll get it because there's nothing really going on like that. But yeah, for some reason, this one monkey is the representation of the main villain, even though technically the main villain was that giant ape guy who only appeared at the very end. And he just likes bananas, so not much of a villain, but hey, if they're counting all the monkeys, then I guess I'll give them a C tier because they're monks. Monk, as they say. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You probably didn't. I did enjoy making it. I enjoyed watching the movie. I did enjoy making this video. I don't know, sometimes I got nothing to say. I can go on for an hour about a Sonic video game, but I can go on for, a couple minutes about one movie that I saw. Whatever. I have no idea what the Croods are doing. They have a TV show based off this, I think, or some Netflix TV shows that last one season. I don't think they're coming back. This movie did not do well because of the probably the 2020 movie theater experience. It was not very good, but at the same time, I don't think anyone really wanted this movie at all. In fact, from the Letterboxd reviews, I found that a lot of people really hate it just because of the fact it's a sequel to a movie that no one wanted. But yeah, it's not bad. It just I don't know why they decided to make a sequel to The Croods. Speaking of sequels that make no sense to make, that's what we're looking at next time, if it really counts as a sequel. The next movie is a movie I'm not looking forward to because I consider it to be one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and probably going to be the worst DreamWorks movie because the last time I saw it is the worst one, and I'm probably going to say that again. But it's Spirit Untamed. I'll see you then.